This video is sponsored by PotownStore.com, the best place to get yourself some TCGO code cards. Whether you're looking for that last card to complete your online deck or just to get the latest booster packs in town, they literally have everything, and you can use the coupon code ZapDoesTCG for 5% off on your complete order. Then there's also Cardmarket.com. This is a European platform where you're able to buy and sell cards to people all across Europe. I personally use it every single day to get rid of cards that I don't need, to get the cards that I really need for competitive tournaments. Also, this video is sponsored by YourPlaymat.com. This is a website to create your own custom playmat. Ideal for the new season. Upload your favorite wallpaper or unique logo and they turn it into a beautiful playmat. You can get 10% off by clicking the link down below, and they ship worldwide, so definitely check it out. Last but certainly not least is DragonShield.com. There are links down below for Europe and US people all alike, and you're going to be able to, of course, buy sleeves, binders, and deck boxes, which, of course, Dragon Shield is the best brand out there to protect those beautiful cards. The sleeves are very good. As you can see, they shuffle really well, and I definitely recommend everybody getting a couple of these sleeves. Thanks for sticking around with the commercials, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace! Sup YouTube, it's ZapDoesTCG here, and welcome back to our TCG video on my channel. On this channel you get daily Pokemon TCG content, so be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. Today I'm going to be talking about the global release of the Pokemon TCG Live Beta. So it's still going to be a beta, but it's going to be globally releasing in November. And we're actually November right now, so that's very good news. But on the other hand, I just want to get some things being said here on the channel, because we're going to have a discussion started because Pokemon TCG Live. I myself am a content creator, so the only thing I want for this game is to be super successful so we can make a lot of content on the game. Right now, the game is not that good, to be honest. I think TCG Online, the client that we've been introduced with over like 10 years ago, is still better than TCG Live at this point. But maybe the global release of the live beta will actually improve the gameplay, improve the way it feels tremendously. So that's going to be my biggest wish. I actually just want to say, like, I actually made this little thumbnail here on the 27th of August. The 27th of August 2021. And they were promising us, oh, Pokemon TCG Live is coming. It is going to be releasing at the end of the year and all that stuff. We even got, I don't know if you can see this, but we also gotten like the, let's see here. Look at this. TCG Live. These are the code cards that we are actually getting right now, and they started giving those in the Fusion Strike pack. So what is going to be thing here is, like, it states here, play today TCG Live, but that's not true for like most of the world at this point. Like I'm personally from Belgium, and when we want to be playing today, it is nowhere in the App Store. It is nowhere in the Google Play Store. It's just such a weird thing, because they planned on initially releasing Pokemon TCG Live during the Fusion Strike days, so that's like exactly 1 year ago. So we actually made a live stream on Pokemon TCG Live talking about how it feels, and those were like with this creepy emojis over there, like the avatars right there. Super creepy way they were looking. The gameplay also felt really slow. When you're playing something like a Marnie, it actually took like 10 seconds until like the animation was done. So there was a huge amount of things wrong, and there's still a lot of things wrong. Like, for instance, in this gameplay footage like that we did like with the live stream during the days that it was released, like in February with the Canadian beta release, we still see at this given time and date that the Pokemon on the opponent's side of the field, they actually look confused. So they do not represent the way Pokemon gameplay should feel like when you're doing it in real life. Like, for instance, this Zacian on this screen does look confused. So I've been making a couple of videos on TCG Live, had a little bit like, how do I say it? I've been promoting Pokemon TCG Online more than TCG Live. Did make some content on TCG Live, but I thought it wasn't that good, so I switched back to TCG Online. And the thing was that you could actually migrate all your cards to TCG Live. They put that in the feature during a beta release, which is something they probably never should have done. But that being said, we are here on PokeBeach.com, the best website for news, and they are actually stating here, Pokemon TCG Live expected to launch globally next month. So TCPi recently sent out an open letter to the community. So let's see here this open letter. Dear Pokemon TCG fans, today we're excited to share more about the updates and changes come to this year's Pokemon TCG Live. They actually did something with the battle animations and the stadium and all that. Still does not look anywhere near to like Magic Arena or maybe like the new game like Marvel Snap or anything. Like those are games coming out and people get hyped right away because they're initially good. Right now it's going to be an open beta release worldwide and it's still not going to be a finished product. So there's thing here. In August, we shared a survey with everyone who played Pokemon TCG Live Limited Beta to help us in our ongoing efforts to better understand players' impressions of the game's current state. So they're actually asking help from the community to make the game better, which I think is a huge plus. So we have a lot of things to say. Definitely we as content creators can actually say what's on our mind and hopefully it'll benefit the game in the long run. So today we'd like to provide insight on some of the common themes you shared with us as part of the survey. Players liked the crafting, daily quests, and battle pass content. I think that's true because like crafting cards is awesome because when a new set drops and you have like a lot of like bulk Vs and VMAXs that you don't want to be playing around with anymore, you can actually craft those and create your own like fancy new V or VMAX or whatever it is. So that's great because that doesn't require you to like scan in bazillion amounts of codes. So for new players it's a little bit user friendly because you also get like great opening cards. Like when you play the beta for the first time, you get a lot of great cards to start off with, like a lot of great established decks. Like for instance the Blizzy, etc. You can initially make a great competitive deck right from the get-go. Players found that the gameplay to be strategic and clear. Yeah, there's still like some confusion around like the opponent's active is confused, even though it's not confused, but it looks confused. So that's not entirely true. Players found matchmaking was too slow and some players experienced numerous bugs. That is true. So actually when I did matchmaking, it took like forever to find an opponent. And that's probably because we were playing during the days where only the Canadian people had the beta, so only people with a VPN could like play Pokemon TCG Live in the first place. And that's what is going to be like very difficult for like people to find matchmaking on TCG Online. You just go versus on the first ladder, you just click battle, and out of nowhere in like 5 seconds you have an opponent. For TCG Live that's not the case, but of course during the end of November we're expecting a global release, which is interesting. Players dislike the pace of receiving progression rewards and the difficulty of finding cards in their collection. Also like displaying your entire deck is something that the TCG Live initially lacked. Players dislike the art style, including elements like avatars, etc., like board design and overall UI layout. We'd like to thank everyone who took their time to share their thoughts with us. They are critical to the development of Pokemon TCG Live. We've identified and prioritized all the issues described, and your feedback help us continue adjusting and iterating on the many ways we can optimize the experience for all players. With today's update, the visuals and the board layout changes previous and our last letter are now live. So they actually done a lot of things already. Let's just check out that live. So as you can see, like the game design with the stadiums being like put in motion, like water, fire, etc. So interesting for sure. So they've already been included in the games, but with today's update, these are live. So with these new designs in place, we're excited to show off some new visuals that will use the background to display various energy types when Pokemons are played. These animation will replace the existing ones currently in game, with plans to add more background effects, etc. And that's they also were talking about like touching on pacing of the progression rewards noted in the survey results. Our internal data review showed that most players use rewards to craft competitive decks before receiving those same cards in the battle pass, so that was very awkward for sure. As a result, we changed the battle pass so you earn more in-game currency and receive those cards in earlier tiers. I think with TCG Live they should actually have like freemium games, right? If people have the money, they can say like, oh, I'm not gonna waste any more time with these battle pass, etc., and just have like in-game purchases being possible. Like Unite already does it, so I don't know what the holdup is. You could just make like, oh, you want your Giratina V-Star prepared competitive deck ready to make, already pre-built. You can just pay a specific amount of dollars and poof, you have the deck instantly. I think they should implement that to just skip all that nonsense about crafting and all that stuff, because a lot of mobile games are doing it, and they are actually making sure that it is mobile friendly. So in the first place, it's a mobile game, getting people in the game. They should make it as easy as possible to get people the best competitive decks out there, so they could have like more people playing on a higher level. And for new people, it's easier to just get the cards. Otherwise, you just have to get the battle pass, play a couple of games, and craft your deck. It's taking too long, and I don't know why they are not getting like those in-game purchases, even though like a lot of these specific games could allow it. So yeah, because of these changes, you no longer have to wait as long to earn powerful cards to complete your decks, they say, and you can enjoy a more diverse crafting experience. As development on the limited beta progress, we've continued to add more regions to help pave the way for the infrastructure to support our players globally. We're excited to continue learning from our community as we roll out to more regions in the next few weeks, with the goal of rolling out the limited beta worldwide by the end of the year. And now that we see this open letter here, we actually know it's going to be somewhere in November. They stated here, now in a comment, now in a comment of the program's official forums, a TCPi administrator has specified the targeted date is actually at the end of November. Furthermore, progress is apparently going well, because the administrator stated, so far nothing has changed on our end. So yeah, I also saw a TCG Live booth at the World Championships, but there was not a lot of people there, and I wonder why they have such a low budget to have like the in-game development. Couldn't they like hire better developer or people, or more developers, I would say, so the game gets more polished and established in the way that people globally will like it. Right now, I don't know how many people are working on TCG Live, but if they have those printed on the card play today, they should rethink their marketing strategy, because that is definitely not, that was not the case. We opened Fusion Strike, the set, we got these TCGO code cards, and we're saying like, that is totally untrue. But they did actually have the beta released in Canada on the 22nd of February. We did that live stream on the 19th of February to showcase what it's all about, and then afterwards we just started playing TCG Online again. They also had like the beta in Mexico on the 24th of May, and then in July we had Australia and New Zealand. September 13 had France, Germany, Italy, and then October 18 had Denmark, Finland, the Netherlands, Norway, Sweden. So here I am, as a Belgian fella, still not being able to play live, even though I want to be making content on specific things. I still think it is not going to be as polished as we think. I want to get you guys' opinion on TCG Live. What do you guys think about the beta releasing globally by the end of November? So I want to have you guys type something in the comment section. Let's get a discussion started. But for me personally, TCG Live has not done what it promised. They actually showcased that trailer like last summer, and now we are here like almost 1 year and some months later, and we still are nowhere near to actually have Pokemon TCG Live being the main client. TCG Online is still being programmed as we speak to add new sets in, like Silver Tempest, for example. A lot of people will still grab towards TCG Online just because Limitless, Play.Limitless TCG, perfect website to play online tournaments, are still hanging on to TCG Online instead of TCG Live. And they cannot go like, you can have both of them, you cannot mix them together because people from Live cannot battle people from TCG Online. So for now, Play.Limitless TCG only supports Pokemon TCG Online. Same goes for the Team Challenge. And there's like a lot of ways where TCG Online is still the preferred client. So I don't know how TCG Live will manifest itself into our community as being the main client until Pokemon TCG Online subsets, like sunsets, to be honest. Like they actually showcase like when TCG Online sunsets, you get so many crystals if you have like 250 unopened products and all. They actually stated that already like 1 year ago. I don't know how and when when TCG Online will disappear. They haven't stated anything about it, but TCG Live will get its global beta release in the month of November. That's just going to be beta. If we're looking at Unite, the global beta was also, it still took like 7 months for the official product to then initially release. So that means I think we still have 1 year left of Pokemon TCG Online, and don't worry about TCG, Pokemon TCG Live. TCG Live, the only plus side, like the only great thing about TCG Live is it will get more people into the game, because of the fact it's going to be mobile friendly and you're going to be able to find it on your iPhone. Like, you will be able to, of course, play Pokemon TCG Online on your Android devices, but you would need to download the APK file, install it manually that way to get it onto your phone. With TCG Live, that will no longer be a hassle. You just find it on the Play Store, you just download it, and you're off to go. Off to the races with the TCG Live. Same goes for iPhone users, iOS users. You're now going to be able to play Pokemon TCG the way you always wanted on your iPhone, so that's going to be a huge plus. And I just hope it's going to have that same phenomenon going like we had with Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go was a worldwide phenomenon. All of the people suddenly were Pokemon fans, people got outside, the app was so huge and it was trending. So when people go to the App Store and say, ooh, which apps in the gaming category are trending, they see Pokemon TCG Go, then they downloaded it. Hopefully Pokemon TCG Live will have the same impact and we'll see a huge increase in the player base of the competitive scene of the Pokemon trading card game. So that's exactly what I want for Pokemon TCG Live. I want it to succeed, I want it to expand on the current player base, and I just want it to be better than TCG Online. Is that too much to ask for? I don't think so. We're at the age of 2022, so we have seen that like these mobile games can be successful. Think about Marvel Snap, just recently released. Think about Magic Arena, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. All of these have been critically acclaimed, very great mobile game. So Pokemon TCG Live should do the exact same thing, and I wonder what's the hold up. They should get a whole lot of more people combined with the development team. They have the money. Pokemon is one of the biggest franchises in the world, so they could say like, oh, we're gonna have like a bazillion extra developers so we can have this finished product be polished and as good as ever. Because if they release it worldwide, I know there's gonna be a beta first, but if they release it worldwide and it's not a beta anymore and it is getting only a 2 out of 5 with the star ratings, it is going to be a bad thing for the Pokemon TCG, because you don't want to have a mobile game up on your on the app stores with a low rating. So it needs to be polished, and they need to listen to us in that sense that it needs to be better than TCG Online. You need to make it very accessible. Maybe in-game purchases would be like a great bonus, and also you should have like the visuals. Just just copy the homework of other card games in the market right now. It's not that hard to create like epic visuals for everything you do, right? Like, you slap down a spat to the peak, suddenly there's a snowy storm coming, and the landscape turns into a path to the peak, you know? Like slapping down stadiums, attaching an energy should feel exciting. Every card you should play should feel excited, and that's what I want for TCG Live. So I know I'm super passionate about Pokemon, so that's why I'm like giving all my energy here. So hopefully the TCG development team listens, so we have a better client than TCG Online, and only then they can sunset TCG Online. We can say goodbye to TCG Online. It has served us for more than 10 years. We're super grateful that we gotten that TCG Online client in the first place. I remember when that came out, I was around making videos as well on YouTube, but now I want TCG Live to be very successful. I wanted to release worldwide after the beta, so now we have the global beta, so people that are interested and know what it's all about will already be able to download it and play it. But I just want to make sure that people that are going to be new, like in 1 year from now, go to the App Store, find Pokemon TCG Live, that they don't get disappointed. They will see beautiful visuals, a very fast gameplay. It feels energetic. You have instant matchmaking. You have ways so you can keep playing every day to get those rewards, to get competitive cards, maybe in-game purchases. Maybe it's not like for cards, maybe for like cosmetics and stuff. Have your favorite like t-shirt with, like, for instance, there's a lightning t-shirt in the shop. You can buy that with in-game currency or with like real life currency. It doesn't matter. It needs to be a very great mobile game in the first place, so we are going to be satisfied. And also when that happens, maybe like sites like Play.Limitless TCG will definitely like also make the move to TCG Live. But for now, TCG Online is still better. I'm afraid to tell you guys, but we'll see what the open beta gives. Let me know in the comments below how you feel about Pokemon TCG Live getting its global release. Yeah, all I can say is that I'm gonna be glad because I'll be able to finally play it on my iPhone, which is a great plus. I wasn't able to do anything on my iPhone TCG wise, so it's going to be great to have that. Definitely when I'm on the road, like let's say you're on a train and you have great connection, why like not play some games on TCG Live when you have the opportunity? So also with migration in that thought process, I would wait to migrate your account from TCG Live, from TCG Online to TCG Live. Wait until the beta is done. Don't do it in the beta phases because there's still going to be a lot more changing. And yeah, that's my little video about Pokemon TCG Live getting this beta global release this November. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. We're going to be doing some more gameplay with some competitive decks here and there. We're going to be doing some analysis here and there. There is a regionals coming for us like next week in Warsaw, and I still don't know what I'll be playing. So I have to figure out some stuff because the meta hasn't shifted that much, but yeah, there is some decks out there that really counter my current deck. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. You're also gonna get a vlog and all that good stuff. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, you always know what to do. Rock the hell out of the like button. Let me know your opinion about Pokemon TCG Live down below. And I will see you guys tomorrow for more Pokemon TCG epicness. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And also check out our sponsors down below. Peace.